everybody. I just want to hop on really quickly here and offer a breathwork meditation for inner peace. I took a poll yesterday asking what my community is craving for in life, and there was an overwhelming response of inner peace, and I can most definitely relate to that. You know, in our world, there's so many opportunities, so many things to do, so many things that are pulling our energy outwards. And if we're not mindful of how we're feeling internally, we just get caught up going this way and that way and reacting to this thing, and there's no conscious response. And conscious response comes from inner peace, from first aligning our central channel of being centered within our own bodies, having that calm and stillness within our own bodies, so that then we can respond to life instead of reacting to life, right? The response is something that we've analyzed the situation and we are giving it the response necessary, versus reacting is just it's not really taking our full capacity, right? So that's why I think inner peace is so important, is so that we can respond consciously and so that we're not reacting and doing things that we might regret later, right? Whether that's snapping at a friend or a family member, or giving into binging on food or alcohol or social media, or just doing something that isn't in alignment with our self-care, with loving ourselves and our energy first. And so once you can align with that inner peace, it really makes responding to the outer external world easier. Okay, so I'm going to lead you through a quick 3-minute just breathwork sequence that I use on a daily basis throughout the day. I teach this to my friends, I teach this to anybody that I might be just in the energy with, and we're both experiencing some kind of anxiety or something. And it's really simple. It's just really just being conscious about your breath and circulating your breath and allowing your attention to focus inwards, so that you can settle any kind of anxious energy, and then you can go out into the world with more consciousness, right? And so I'm just going to lead you through a quick 3-minute breathwork meditation. This is, inner peace is really why I love breathwork. It's why I return to the practice every day, is just being able to settle my system. I don't know about you, but I wake up a little agitated most mornings, or even if I wake up great, something in the day is going to trigger that inner anxiety, that feeling of not enoughness, the limiting beliefs, things that might trigger my own system to fall back into old patterns. And so by returning to our breath, we can cultivate and create our lives consciously. So wherever you're at, I invite you to just find yourself in a comfortable position. You could lie down for this. We're just going to be doing this for, probably 3 minutes. And lying down, seated, I do not recommend standing, just because when we use our breath to shift our internal state, it might make you feel lightheaded, and I don't want you feeling lightheaded and falling and hurting yourself or anything like that. So seated, lying down, just in a relaxed position. And when you are ready to do so, closing your eyes and just starting to notice your breath without trying to manipulate it, without changing it just yet. I want to ensure a foundation for you that you are not trying to use breath to escape how it is you're feeling. The important piece of using these tools is that they aren't an escape mechanism like any other coping mechanism we might be using. So simply noticing how you're feeling and maybe giving that feeling a word without attaching to it, whether that's stressed, whether that's excited, nervous, tired, frustrated, angry, rage, whatever that sensation is in your body, giving that a word. and then releasing that word out into the ethers just so that we have a comparison. And now I'm going to invite you to start breathing in a circular fashion, and that's all it's going to mean is breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth with no pauses at the top or the bottom. And by breathing in that circular fashion, by extracting those pauses that normally exist at the top or bottom of our breath, we start to become fully present with our body, fully present with the sensations within our body. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Not focusing on any details yet. Just really connecting to that breath. Now with that next inhale, feeling that air go down into your pelvic bowl, into your belly, expanding your belly, your rib cage, then up into your chest and your collarbones, even feeling it into the lungs, the very top portion of the lungs, making sure that inhale is a full inhale, and then relaxing and releasing as it just naturally falls out of your body. Noticing how it feels to really pay attention to your breath, to really take a full breath in. None of these shallow breaths that we're probably used to as we're multitasking and going throughout our day. Now we're going to start to focus on having a longer exhale. So this exhale is going to slow down our system, slow down any stress or anxiety or triggers within our body. And that's really the core of finding that inner tranquility in our bodies. So if you need a number, maybe counting in for 3 or 4 seconds and then releasing for 5, 6, 7 seconds. It doesn't really matter the length, but making sure that you have a long extended exhale. We're going to be here for a minute. So if you need a count, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and without a pause, exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And finding your own rhythm as you continue this circular breath, really paying attention to the sensations within your body. Noticing if you can tune into your heartbeat and notice as your heartbeat slows down. And we'll do this for 5 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And finishing up the last 2 breaths on your own count. And then when you're at the bottom of your last exhale, just blowing out without pushing out, if that makes sense, the air, and holding your breath at the bottom for a few moments. This is called a bottom hold. This is perfect for grounding into your body, for grounding into sensations that you're experiencing. And as you are holding the space of emptiness, you're going to notice possibly your body cueing you to breathe again. And that is more so your mind trying to keep you in that pattern of breathing. It's not so much that you need the oxygen. As you've been intentionally breathing, you've actually been bringing in more oxygen to your body, and you can survive without breathing for a moment. So when you do reach that point of air hunger, just pushing a little bit further, and you start to feel those sensations of wanting to breathe, counting down from 5, and then you can breathe in again. And with your eyes closed, just noticing how you feel. Maybe you want to stay here in this position, in this time for a moment, really continuing to breathe with this extended exhale, or coming back into the external world. Whatever you choose to do, I'm going to leave you in this state and allow you to really just cultivate this feeling of inner peace, of inner tranquility. And know that if you ever find yourself getting agitated or anxious, that you can always return to your breath. Always take a moment to remove yourself from a situation. Just take a step back from life so that you can return to breath and respond from a place of love, of a place of peace, not from a place of reactivity. All right? Your breath is always with you. It is incredibly powerful. If you are interested in learning more about breathwork, I have a few spots open for working with practicum clients for my pause breathwork facilitator training. You can get in contact with me if you'd like to work with me for free for my practicum. I love to teach. I love to spread the word of breathwork. And so until next time, thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.